Betty, I have been to a few geeked out tech conferences in my day, but there's nothing like this Amazon Web Services conference, which I'm not attending this year. But it is such a high level where the people really involved in the infrastructure of technology for all kinds of companies gather at this massive event, because Amazon Web Services is arguably the most disruptive business in all of technology. And as you mentioned, for among other things, you can look at a lot of the big hardware companies that used to be when you started a business, a technology business or any kind of business, you'd have to build up a physical infrastructure, and that would include an IT infrastructure. So it would include not just buying servers and big computers to go in the back of an office somewhere, but also the software that it would run, the databases as well, the customer resource management software. Now so much of that happens on the cloud and on the Amazon cloud that it's really disrupting all kinds of businesses across the world. So as Matt mentions, the 1962 themed Space Needle that looms over Seattle and indeed over Amazon's headquarters, also now looming over the announcements today from the Amazon Web Services conference, where they're talking about new ways to use software at the Amazon Web Services sites to understand all the data other companies are loading onto it.
Okay, so Corey, what are we likely to hear?
Well, I think one of the things that we're likely to get from Amazon is another price cut. Amazon has cut prices in this business well over 50 times. They continue to cut their prices, really putting pressure on their competitors, even as their business grows faster. Sequential growth in revenues for the Amazon Web Services business last quarter, sequential growth, was 16%. Compare that to the overall business of Amazon of about 4%. You can just see how rapidly this business is growing within Amazon, such that Amazon, so secretive by nature, had to disclose those financials and show us what Amazon was doing with the web service, and that it was not only growing really fast, but also profitable, which we've seen in the last few financial filings from the company, at least showing an operating profit. But I think the other thing that happens at this event is they unleash all kinds of services. They will likely announce dozens of new things so that the customers of Amazon Web Services, everybody from, think about this, Netflix streams their videos through the services of Amazon, arguably one of their biggest competitors with Amazon Prime Video.
Who knew that,
Netflix
right?
is there. IBM's there. The CIA is keeping data on Amazon Web Services servers. So it is really a massive business that is changing all of technology.
Jeff Bezos could control the world through this service. Okay, there's other services, right? You mentioned this, a service for businesses to analyze their data. So why is that?
Right.
Why is that supremely important?
Well, look, the analyzation of the data is only as good as the data behind it. But if Amazon can get companies to put all their data up there, companies like Uber, which are putting so much of their data onto the Amazon Web Services cloud, the ability to extract information of that, business analytics, is really one of the most important areas in all of computing right now. Something Silicon Valley is buzzing with, this business, is artificial intelligence, this ability to take all that data that's being gathered from everything from your Fitbit and your Jawbone to your Apple Watch to the software, the things you enter into your computer as you use your computers. Finding all that stuff is so important. That's what the business analytics are all about.